The 2025 Denver Broncos are a threat. Nobody believed me last year when I said it, but then they proceeded to make the playoffs, so take that. So maybe people will believe me this year, we'll see. Because the Broncos only got better in this offseason. They added more firepower to the offensive side, and boy did they add some dogs to the defensive side. The additions alone make them playoff contenders again, and no, they will not be a first round trump this year, trust me. Let's just talk about some of the acquisitions they've made so far. First off, they got Evan Ingram on the offense. And I know a lot of people think like, oh, it's just Evan Ingram. He's not like some stud tight end. We didn't have a single tight end last year go over 200 yards. That's an upgrade.
You're in dire need of an upgrade.
Speaking of upgrades, our run game. We got J.K. Dobbins and R.J. Harvey now. Obviously, R.J. Harvin's unproven. J.K. Dobbins has a little bit of an injury issue. But I think with those two, and then even Estime or McLaughlin as the third, great run game. Absolutely amazing run game. Well, compared to last year, amazing, sorry. It's honestly impressive that the Broncos made it as far as they did without the run game. Because our run game was horrible last year. It was horrible. And then they also added Pat Bryant, a sleeper wide receiver, to the wide receiver room. So now you have Cortland Sutton, Pat Bryant, Troy Franklin, Marvin Mims, and I almost forgot Devon Vele. Vele is a stud. That's a pretty solid wide receiver room. Expect like the potential is there. I think Troy Franklin is gonna have his breakout year this year. Personally, I would love Vele and Mims to get more of a shot, but I do think Troy Franklin is going to play a bigger part in the offense this year. But for that part, we'll just have to wait and see. And then on the defensive side, we added Dre Greenlaw from the 49ers, an absolute stud linebacker, Talanoa Hufanga, absolute stud safety from the 49ers. We are just poaching that team. We even got one of their linemen, but that was last year or the year before. I can't remember. And then with our first round draft pick, we took an absolute stud out of Texas, Jahdae Barron. And I know, especially, I was one of the people in the moment, it's like, why did we draft a corner? There was running backs right there. But we have the absolute Bermuda Triangle of corners now. Pat Surtain, Riley Moss, Jahdae Barron. And then you have Brandon Jones and Talanoa Hufanga behind them. The no-fly zone is back. The no-fly zone is back, and offenses will struggle. And we can't forget about the absolute backbone of the team. The entire offensive line and the entire defensive line. We had one of the best, if not the best, offensive line last year, consisting of Garrett Bowles, Ben Powers, Luke Wattenberg, Quinn Miners, and Mike McGlinchey. And I know there was a few injuries throughout the season where some of the second string guys had to come in, but either way, still an absolute stud offensive line. And then, dude, that defensive line, Zach Allen, DJ Jones, John Franklin Myers, and then Nick Bonito and Jonathan Cooper just causing absolute havoc. This team has the coaches. It has the talent. This team has the potential of winning the AFC West. And you know, shit, we'll throw it out there because there's always a chance to win the Super Bowl. And I know there's going to be people that see this and are like, oh, it's just biased because you're a Bronco fan. I've been watching this team be asked for almost a decade.
Oh, baby.
So obviously I'm going to be excited about them being good again. But I do firmly believe in their chance because I try to be as unbiased as possible when talking about them, like being realistic on if I think we're going to win or not. And I will make a video about the Broncos schedule and schedule predictions, so stay tuned for that. But do not sleep on the Broncos this year. Make sure to draft some of them in fantasy. Listen to these words, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one, guys.